I'm at work this weekend. I work at a bar, part-time. You guys know that if you've been listening to the show. There, we a lot of times will play like YouTube TV, or we'll like play random sports on the TV and whatnot. And there wasn't any big games on, at least none that we got. So I'm just throw on ESPN. I see something called Omega Ball. Now I need you guys. I didn't realize this was ESPN The Ocho because I didn't know ESPN The Ocho was a real thing. I thought it was just from the movie Dodgeball, as like a this is funny because it was like I thought it was spoofing the fact that there was already too many ESPN channels. That it'd be hilarious if there was literally an eighth one that showed random shit. No, it's a real thing. They really do have ESPN The Ocho, and they show random stuff. Can we pull up Omega Ball real quick? Can you pull up a little screenshot of this? This is what was on the TV the other day. It essentially was 3 separate teams, soccer teams, playing soccer against each other in a circular field. It looked like, and I could be wrong, maybe we'll see here in a second. Yes, 4 on 4 on 4. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw it and I was offended at first. And then I watched it and I was like, yo, actually, this looks fun as shit. Like, this looks like it would be really, really fun to play. I don't know how camera angle wise, it's pretty undynamic. Like, they can't do much because they just have to keep a top down view the whole time because so there's not a lot of movement. So it is a little boring to watch after a while. I'm sure if you were there, it'd be fun to watch maybe. But definitely looks fun to play. It basically looks like you're playing 3 games of World Cup if you ever play World Cup in a circle. So I turn on ESPN The Ocho, right, and it's playing Omega Ball. I'm like, all right, I'm going back to work. Like, I'm just kind of working while that's on in the background. I like look up, and the thing that comes on after it is the National Mullet Championship, because that's a thing that's a sport on ESPN 8. Like. Can you look up National Mullet Championship just so that people can see that I'm not making that up? That's a real thing on ESPN The Ocho. And I wish you guys could see the production level. Like, it's actually hilarious. These are a lot of kids. There was like this. I was watching like the adults. I didn't know. I didn't know it was a real thing. And so I'm surprised. And I honestly, I'm offended that ESPN The Ocho doesn't have a higher budget, especially now with today's day and age with social media. I think that they need to get on their marketing because a lot of this stuff is so random that I think it would crush. I was like a month or 2 back, I turned on the same thing. I must have been the Ocho. I don't know. I thought it was just ESPN. It was the National Pillow Fighting Championships. And you know how like boxers have like their shorts are advertised, like they have advertisements on their shorts to like help, like they get extra money that way, or UFC fighters I think sometimes do that. Maybe the UFC doesn't do it. I don't know. Somebody does. There's ads everywhere on a fight, right? They'll come out with a different shirt on so that they can get paid for that. Like their walkout shirt, you can sponsor their shorts and stuff like that. These guys had sponsors on their pillowcases, and they were smoking each other, and it was crazy. There's so many random sports. There was this other thing that we'll pull up the pillow fight thing first just so people can PFC is a real thing. It's insane to me. Click like some of these images so they can see it like up close. People are getting smoked in the face. I will say I didn't see any knockouts. I don't know if you get knocked out by a pillow. I think that would be pretty sad to go out that way. But like these dudes were really doing it. And my question is, and I don't know enough, I have not looked into it, so maybe we can look into it together here in a second. Like, how do you find out that this is what you want to do? And that's what I was wondering when I was watching ESPN The Ocho, because after it changed from this and the other stuff, it went to some like all sports challenge where it was like random people that, I'm not going to say they didn't look athletic, like they all looked like healthy, normal people. They're like they're like chipping like golf on like a 15 or 20 foot hole, like a real short hole. They would hit like 5 golf balls. Then they would run and have to go kick 5 soccer ball passes at this thing. And then they would have to run again and do some other sport. And then it was like throw a football through this and catch how many baseballs as fast as you can. And I was like, how do you find out that this is what you want to do though? And maybe it's not like their main thing, but I'm just like, who's competing in these? Who is sponsoring these? What are they for? And somehow they make money. I mean, look at it. It's on ESPN The Ocho. Dr. Pepper is on it. Can you go back to the web, like the all instead of images, so we can like read up on it a little bit because I'm interested? Or is the world's first professional pillow fighting league featuring professional fighters engaging in intense, fast-paced, and all ages friendly combat, unrivaled by any other professional sports entertainment. So I believe they're all like ex-fighters or current like MMA or boxer like fighters. Can we go to Wikipedia? Can we look that up in Wikipedia real quick? I feel like we got to give the people a little bit of value, like if we're going to talk about it. Organized during COVID-19 pandemic. Created the concept, presented to Steve. Okay, who's hesitant? Yeah. So does it say that they're to create combat sport that was more advertiser friendly? I feel like do you think people really pull their ads off UFC and boxing because it's blood and stuff? There's no way. That's like this. That's all that sells. People want that. But I mean, good for them. I mean, I guess right. You can bring your kids to this and not feel bad. People are getting just smacked with pillows and stuff. It's not that terrible. Wow. Okay, that's why it was made. So yeah, it is. It looks like. Did they say anything? I can't read all of it because it's kind of far.
Use regular down feather pillows.
Nice. Use
3.5 pounds.
3.5 pound pillows. Are the fighters ex MMA fighters or are they current UFC fighters? Oh, after prevailing over UFC, well, emerged as the final men's division. Yeah. Okay, so they are UFC fighters and stuff. It's like a probably definitely related. Nice. Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's on the Ocho. This other thing I saw on the Ocho was it was a 4-team, it was co-ed, 2-on-2-on-2-on-2, 4 separate teams playing beach volleyball in like a really tiny tight net, and it got me thinking about. It reminded me of like Foursquare. If you've ever played Foursquare, it brought back like some childhood memories for me, like unlocked a core memory. It was literally 4 people, 4 teams playing against each other, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, again, it's like the people were not trying to be a jerk. It's not like these were like super athletes or anything. And I think we're getting to a place right now where I don't think it's a bad thing that we have all these random sports, but like you look at these sports, they have to go on ESPN The Ocho or on someone's YouTube channel because there isn't enough there. You know what I mean? Like if you play real volleyball, there's like a lot of different strategies. There's different kinds of moves. There's like fakes. There's the other things. And this is kind of just like, it's so small. It's so fast paced. It's just like fun for like you and the homies to play at the beach. You know, it's the same thing with like pickleball. You know, pickleball people think they're fucking really good at pickleball, and then somebody that played like actual tennis shows up to the pickleball court and murders them. It's a different thing. You know, it's way harder. It's got more depth to the game. It's the same thing with spike ball, these other things. Like they're fun, they're cool. I'm glad people are able to acquire sponsorships and do whatever. But
thanks for watching that last video. Click right over here to see that episode in its entirety. Click over here if you want to subscribe and see more videos and other cool shit that we put out on this channel. Do it.